From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mayfield off the play fake. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Mike by 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
1st down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Play action. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Aguilar has it. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing, Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson going to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Play action now. Here's Mayfield looking for his tight end Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They find some open field here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action with Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. It's Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. Off play action. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Leopard.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, Mayfield. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield with it once more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
And again, it's Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Scott. He finds an opening past the 40. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down now, Scott. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now it's Jackson, and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield to Mixon on the check down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
All right, here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
319.
On second down, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And some room to maneuver. 17 yards to pick up there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Rolling to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A handoff to Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Shit.
Mayfield down. They'll roll him out right. Shrugs him off. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gun! Detroit!
Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, lucky 56. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. He's moving, boys. He's moving.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable, as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Hey. 4 down.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man, complete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they dropped the